is Mrs. Grega, and I'm the learning support person here at Christopher Dock. As many of you know, I was privileged to have a sabbatical last semester from late January until the end of the school year. During that time, I got to do a lot of things. I visited 14 exemplary schools, middle schools and high schools, in 3 states, Pennsylvania, Maryland, and New Jersey. And I also had the opportunity to visit 6 additional schools affiliated with Kennedy Krieger Institute in Baltimore, whose amazing staff members worked exclusively with teenagers and young people who have severe autism and traumatic brain injuries. I put 2,300 miles on my car during all these visits, and I learned a lot about private and public school systems. And after each visit, I came back to the same conclusion, that, quote, there is no place like Christopher Dock. Like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, and those of you know I'm a huge fan of the film understand, I visited places outside of my home base, and I really thought that I might find some place that might be better than Dock, but I didn't. So why is Dock different? How can I qualify myself as an expert on comparing and contrasting schools, or more specifically on comparing and contrasting school populations? I've been an educator since 1975, way back in the dark ages, when I graduated from college. And through moving among 3 states and teaching in 5 other schools, I can honestly say that many of you might not understand how special we are as a school. And the reasons are simple. Amazing faculty, extraordinary administrators, terrific staff, and unbelievable students. And today I want to focus on the students of Dock and why I see them as the main reasons I still get up every morning, excited to get here and begin my day. Some of you who are not fans of doing school might believe that after 32 years of teaching, how can this woman get up every day and get revved up and energized to teach? But it's you guys. I want to issue some thank yous today to those students collectively and individually who, as Clint Eastwood would say, make my day. During my sabbatical, I had several students stay in touch with me via email, filling me in on school and what was happening in their lives, and I don't think those students appreciate how much that meant to me. Thanks especially to my current juniors who did that. You kept me feeling included. In February last year, there were 10 Dock students who handled a personal invitation from me to show up at Penview and host an evening of kickball with people from Peaceful Living. These would be adults and teenagers who were disabled. Those 10 students spent about 3 hours that evening with that organization from Peaceful Living and were huge role models. You could have been doing something else, but you generously gave of your time. Let's move to the summer. I have to back up a bit since I haven't been here. I had the honor of chaperoning the Dock Choir in Europe. Various gentlemen of the choir carried my 45-pound suitcase, and also Mrs. McTavish's, up and down steps in hotels that did not have elevators, who saved our bodies and our minds. And the 53 people who were on that trip appreciated the gentlemen and sometimes ladies who loaded and unloaded the suitcases of all of us at all the different destinations. All the students on that trip represented Dock with manners and graciousness and Christian behavior, and I wanted to publicly thank the choir for those actions. Every person I told that I was going to Europe with high school students were like, oh, it must be horrible, the behavior must be terrible, all you must do is correct them. And I say, no, I love going because our students know how to behave. And while I'm talking choir, thanks to the 14 students who sang at the Peaceful Living seminar this Saturday. You were there at 8 o'clock. You could have done things other than getting up, and I so appreciated that Mr. Durstein came with you all. Let's move to August, and as the school year ramped up, I think I was ready to go back. I'm a community person, and at the new school social, I got huge hugs of welcomes from 2 different junior boys and a very special sophomore girl, which made me even more eager to get back. I won't use your names because I know you'll be embarrassed. At the new student orientation, one freshman mentor could not attend. And John Ruth, who was a junior, stepped up and escorted that new student to his classes, making that person feel welcome. A sure sign of leadership. That same evening, a gentleman who I didn't know his name, and I found out later it was Mr. Troy Castle, and Brooks, who I know informally because he lives on my street, They impressed me with their adult-like leadership, bringing students into my classroom and making them feel not like little kids, making them feel like they belonged. And if you look carefully at this door every day, after chapel you can see Curry Soren, another junior, hold the door open so all of us can leave peacefully. Thank you, Carice, for your consistent kindness. And let's not forget all the other ladies and gentlemen on campus who hold doors for all of us each day, making me believe that manners are not dead in high schools. We also have several students here at Dock who serve as peer tutors in many subjects, whether it's in study halls or whether it's for their friends. I'm grateful for that. Currently, I have a senior girl, Makora Ngwegwe, who gives up her entire period 4 every day this quarter to help in directed study because I am not a math person and Makora feels that need for me. She could be doing other things, but she's gracious enough to help out. I could go on and on, like Mr. Wiens said, about the things that I notice about our students here, and in particular about my own students in English and directed study, who make me laugh every day, who challenge me to be creative, and who work really hard to improve academically and socially. So, hopefully I've proved to you today why, in my opinion, there is no place like Christopher Dock.